Hey guys, you can call me Glitchbite, and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, where there's a new button here. New. Okay. Sister Location Custom Night has been out for a while now, and I could not get to it. And you can see that I tried getting to it. I got a couple of videos actually recorded, but my computer stopped working in the editing process, so those videos are now lost to time. So I have played a little bit of this, and I know how it works. There's 10 characters, some old, like Ballora, and some new, like Yendo. And there's various challenges that give you various assortments of these characters. And then you have difficulties. And completing it on very hard gives you 4 stars and a little cutscene. I'm not sure if I can get the cutscenes for some of these again, because I cleared them, but the footage is now gone. And also, this game was crashing a lot while I was actually trying to record last. Like, I've done Angry Ballet, Freddy and Co, Funtime Frenzy, Dolls Attack, and I was trying to get Girls Night done. And some of these loved to crash my computer. So, hopefully now that my computer's been repaired, I can get this done better and actually provide content on this game, because it is very interesting. As opposed to selecting the different characters individually and selecting their AI individually, you just get these assortments and various difficulties, and it creates interesting challenges, which I honestly really like. And it tells you how every character plays. Ballora uses directional audio. She'll either come in the east or the west door, depending on what ear the music is getting louder in, so you'd need like good directional headphones for it. These mini-arenas will appear in a camera and drain your oxygen supply, and you need to use a controlled shock, which everything now has a hotkey. You don't need the mouse for all that much, and I love that, because Mini-Arena 2, there's no way to stop them. They just obscure your screen. And, eventually we're going to get to Golden Freddy, because on release, Golden Freddy was actually locked, and then, like a day or two after, it was unlocked, but practically impossible. And in the time between all my technical issues and right now, this has been fully patched. Golden Freddy on very hard, full 20s is possible, and it gives you a special cutscene. So we're going to make our way through that, and I will probably have to explain, like, the cutscenes you've missed, because I'm not sure if it will play again. But that's enough of that. Let's get into it. So this is all taking place in the private room from the last one. Okay, I'm sorry. Fredbear squeaks now. But, my webcam's in the bottom corner so that you can kind of see, all this stuff up there. But this is not a very difficult night. You just have to worry about Ballora. and you have to make sure that the oxygen doesn't dip down too low. But unlike the power, the oxygen will come back up when it's not being attacked. There we go. So needless to say, I do know what I'm doing for a lot of this. This is Mini Arena 2. This is why the hotkeys are so useful, because they block your view of the office, and they block your little cursor, so when there's more of them, it's going to be hard to hit the buttons with the mouse. And they also giggle. Yeah. So, this might not be too entertaining because I know all the character patterns at this point. And like, I've even beaten a few of these challenges. But I'm gonna do my best to make it interesting for you. And Ballora really likes the left door. She does go to both ends. Yeah, so this is a pretty good pace. You want to be at around like 30 to 40% when you get into 4 AM. I think as long as I'm not stupid and I don't die to Ballora, this should be clear. I will say sometimes it is a bit harder to hear where Ballora is coming from. Like, I'm not trying to make excuses, I'm just trying to let you know that I might suck sometimes. Like, particularly when she comes to the right door. The left door is always nice, because that's like nice and loud in my headphones, but like, I'm not sure if I just have poor hearing in one ear, or if these headphones aren't like in perfect condition, but audio coming from the right is a bit harder to hear sometimes. Like, it's a bit harder to pinpoint.
Save me a dance for another day, perhaps.
Okay. So there we go. We've just done one thing that, granted, I've already done. Let's see if it'll give us the cutscene again. No, it does not. Okay, so I'm going to have to explain the cutscenes. And maybe I can like fish out some older footage. But basically, it's just like an Atari-style pixelated cutscene of a man with brown hair and a purple shirt just walking through the street, and it plays some upbeat music, and you get to see all sorts of people on the sidewalk just waving at this guy, and it's very strange. And like, as you clear more of these, it starts to get a bit different, because like, people will start being less trusting of him. Like, where it starts when everyone's like, sometimes it'll just have some random people in the street just staring as it continues. But there we go, we've done Angry Ballet. Now let's try to get Freddy and Co done, because I don't just want to do one challenge per video, I want to really catch up. So Funtime Freddy is very audio-based, just like Ballora. Funtime Freddy will hide in either the west closet or the east closet, and then he will send Bonbon to attack from one of the doors. If he tells Bonbon to attack, you shut the door. If he announces a surprise, you shut the door that he isn't at. So like, if he's over to your left and he says surprise, you want to close the right door. And there's other stuff where like, it's accompanied with footsteps and he'll be moving between the two closets. So you just gotta focus on what Freddy says, and you need to not lose him. Yendo is essentially Golden Freddy. He will show up sometimes when you drop your monitor and you need to bring it back up to make him go away. He drains the oxygen a lot when he's in your office as well. Very weird Golden Freddy behavior. Funtime Foxy, just check on Funtime Foxy's camera. It is exactly the same as the original Five Nights at Freddy's 1 Foxy. And then Bonnet will slide across the screen sometimes when you drop the monitor and you need to click on her nose to get her to go away. And these two are new characters. I think Yendo might have actually been an Easter egg in the base game, but I'm pretty sure Bonnet is completely new. So, let's go. Yeah. You can kind of see where this is going. Freddy will just say random stuff, and that means he's moving. He says, "Go get him," coming from the door. Ready for surprise, it's the opposite door. And you can sort of follow him. Like, if you know where he starts, you can follow him just based on audio. That's nice. And like, you can see how I follow him with the cursor, so I know what side he's on. And whenever the oxygen drops, it makes the screen darker. And that does genuinely suck. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I didn't lose him. God. On good pace. It's always nice. Okay. So Freddy's getting a bit more active now. And you really want to check on Foxy a lot. And if Foxy leaves, you have to close that door. This one right here. Please tell me I got it. Yeah. You can see... You can see where I start to panic sometimes. Like, I want to check everything, and it just throws everything out of sync. But this is a pretty good run. I think I'm in the clear. Maybe not. I think I... Okay, there we go. Yeah. I was starting to feel like I was getting a little sloppy towards the end there. But, okay. Yeah, and as I said, like, this cutscene here would have been like the exact same walking sequence as this one, except some of the people would have been a bit less trusting of the guy walking down the street, who I do believe is supposed to represent like the purple guy. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a bit of a longer video because I have not died at all yet, and there's still more that I've done before. So let's give you some Funtime Frenzy. So, Funtime Foxy, exactly the same, except a lot more active than the last time. Funtime Freddy, exactly the same. Yendo is a bit weaker this time, but now we have Lolbit. Lolbit will appear on the 3 monitors in the office, followed by a visual and audio distraction. Type LOL on the keypad in the office, or type LOL on your keyboard. Like, on your actual keyboard. You have to type LOL to deactivate Lolbit. Which is really weird, because Lolbit was like the shopkeeper in FNAF world, but now they're just an actual mainline character, which is fascinating. Let's keep going with this. Yeah, you can see Lolbit show up there. Okay, that was actually a bit tough, because like I type LOL on my keyboard rather than this little keypad. And because of that, my hand was away from the regular keys to close the doors. I don't think I'm getting... Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get a bit overwhelmed. I don't think I'm doing that bad. Like, I'm definitely not in terms of power, but... it's still a bit overwhelming. Yeah, Foxy is going a bit crazy. I believe the next phase is out for Foxy. Okay, oops. He said surprise and I closed the wrong door. Okay, there you go. Now you have a jump scare in this episode. But I'm still gonna keep going. God. My finger slipped. Like, I was getting twitchy. Like, I closed it and then I opened it back up too fast. Okay. Okay, starting here. Does he always start in that closet? I'm not sure. Yeah, the oxygen dips down a lot with Yendo. And Foxy is already really angry with me. I am still on a good pace as far as just like this area goes. Like, you usually end up at around like 84 or 83 when it gets to 1 AM. So I'm not doing too bad for myself. Yeah, at about 68-ish you go to 2 AM. It's all coming together nicely. I just need to not mess up awfully. Okay. And again, I like following Freddy with the mouse, just as that extra insurance layer. Yeah, Funtime Freddy doesn't have directional audio either. You just have to know. And know that when he makes a noise, that's him alternating. Or committing. Managed to keep Foxy frozen for a good while. You can never be too sure with Freddy. Because all it takes is one mistake to completely lose. This is done. I'm good. Okay. There we go. Okay. It always begins to get stressful at around 5, because I know that the end is completely in sight, and like I start to get a bit lazy, expecting it to end like in the next 5 seconds, but then it goes on more than 5 seconds. So there we go, I've completed 3 different things for you. And, like, you can see where this gets interesting, because it just gives you all these different characters and these different assortments, and it's everything that I think a custom night should be. Because, like, when people think of custom night in Five Nights at Freddy's, they think of this. They think of every character maximum difficulty. And that's boring. Like, yeah, it's the hardest challenge and it's a true show of skill, but like, why not get some of these characters out? Why not make these weird little assortments, like Doll's Attack? Like, sure, it's fun to have everything trying to kill you at maximum difficulty, but what about something like Doll's Attack, where it's just like a weird group of characters that make its own unique challenge? So I really do like this custom night. It is miles ahead of just Sister Location base game, because it was fun, but like the highs were high and the lows were low with base game Sister Location. It had some great moments, and then it had a lot of not good moments. So I'm looking forward to doing more of this now that my computer is working. And I am very much looking forward to giving you these videos, because God, I've wanted to give you these videos. So thank you for watching. My name has been Glitchbite. This has been Sister Location Custom Night, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.